The universe is talking to you at every moment on every frequency there is. Which one are you listening to? Hi, I'm Chloe and I make videos about spirituality, manifestation, psychology, and everything my intuition tells me. So what do I mean by the universe is talking to you on every frequency? What I mean is when you start to tune into listening to your intuition, to the messages that come, the synchronicities, you start to understand that there are synchronicities on every level. There are synchronicities of failure, synchronicities of success. There are synchronicities for every type of situation, every type of timeline you could be living. The timeline of being wealthy, the timeline of being in love, the timeline of being single, or I don't know, every timeline possible is here now. It's possible. It's just here. You're here. Your life is defined and just in front of you. It goes in every way. You choose to identify with what you resonate with what you're vibrating. And that's how you know what you're vibrating. You can just look around what stands out the most, because everything exists right now. Everything exists outside of you. There are signs that you're going to fail. There are signs that you're going to succeed. Everything is possible. Everything is still in the creation. It's not yet formed. It's not crystallized. It's still, malleable. And so what you choose to notice is what's going to define your future. What you choose to tune into, the frequency you choose to tune into, is the one that's going to determine everything that's happening to you next and how you're going to feel. And how you can change your life is by understanding that you have to choose consciously to tune into the frequencies that vibe for your highest good. You have to choose the best feeling. And I'm not talking about the good feeling, the positive feeling. I'm talking the best feeling. I'm going to put the emotional scale right here, and you will understand what I mean. When you are at any emotion, it doesn't matter. You are allowed to flow. There is not you're not obligated to always be in the positive, in the higher parts of the emotional scale. You can go up and down. That's part of life. The only thing is that you always, if you want your life to change and be for the better, you have to strive for the best, the better feeling. Just one step up and one step up and one step up. And you don't feel guilty about where you are right now. However, if you start to go in a bad rut, you will start to notice proofs that you are right to be in a rut. You will see proof that things are not good with society, things are not good in your life, and that's just going to keep on feeding itself, and then you will end up at the lowest point on the scale, and that's harder to get back up. But if you choose to always look up, always find a better sign, choose to see the signs, choose to see the message that you prefer to hear. And I'm not talking about being in denial, but you have to choose consciously what's going to be best for you in the end. What are you listening to? What sort of music? What are the lyrics? Because and that's the same for what are you watching? What videos, what series, what movies, what's the message? What do you hear often in your surroundings? What are the people around you saying? Because these are just frequencies, and you can choose to ignore or give into them. You can choose to tune into them. You can choose to tune into the music of complaint, or you can choose to tune into the music of success and gratitude. And it's quite easy when you say that. If you have, for example, a family member that keeps complaining and you are at a higher vibration, there is, if you are used to doing that, if you are used to being in this vibration of complaint, you can be faced with this family member just complaining over and over and over again. And instead of distancing yourself, you lower your vibration to get on the same level and have a conversation. And that's what's keeping you down all the time. That's what's preventing you from manifesting your desired reality, because you keep lowering your vibration because you think you have to. But when you vibrate so high, first of all, the people who complain, they don't even come complain to you. And second of all, if someone comes to complain to you and you stand here, first, there is a possibility that you will help the person, but that's not the goal, because you cannot force a person to vibrate at the higher. You cannot just, it's not your responsibility to choose the vibration of someone. However, once you vibrate high, and this person who is lower, has a lower vibration, comes to you, you will choose to see the higher vibration part of them. You will choose to see the source part. You will choose to see their soul and choose to see the potential they have to be in a different space of mind. And you will see when you do that. And I'm not talking about forcing anyone to do what you deem is best, because that's not the point of this whole thing. But when you start to focus on this side of the person, the higher vibrational side, even if the person is not acting this way, first of all, if you are vibrating higher and this person is coming to you, there is a part of them that wants to vibrate higher too. But if you stay there, you will see your relationships transform. You will see your whole life transform, because if you keep tuning into what's keeping you up, you're tuning into the songs that have positive messages. For example, I heard a song today and I thought, wow, this is the message I wanted to hear from the universe, exactly word for word. And I could have just thought it's just a music, it's just a song. But when you realize that we are all one and all creation is just one whole, of course this song I heard was word for word the universe talking to me and saying these words to me. I attracted these specific words to me. And so of course I'm not going to say, oh my god, this means this means that. No, it's just in the present. It was an indication of my frequency, of what vibration I was tuned into. And I could have chosen to ignore it, or I chose, what I chose is to acknowledge it and to encourage it. I was like, all right, universe, you want to talk to me through songs? And after that, I heard another song that kind of talked to me as well. So, but I guess it's just very specific. You can talk, just like the image I got was a bumblebee from Transformers, and I got this idea that the universe talks to us just like bumblebee talks to humans, like through radio signals, through little bits of everything that's already created, and it just gives us a collage of what it wants to tell us. And maybe that's why you're watching this sort of videos, because you really want to engage in a conversation with the universe. You want to hear directly what's being said to you. You want to know what frequency you are on. And if you find this video or other type of videos in this style, of course you're very connected. Of course there is something bigger that's coming for you, because you would not find these types of messages otherwise. You would not even notice it. They exist. There are, these messages and the ones from other creators as well, they get on your page, they get in your suggestions, and sometimes you don't even see it. There are so many videos that you don't see, and that's a really good metaphor for how you don't notice things you're not vibrating on. But as I said, that's the universe talking to you in every vibration possible. When it's the YouTube algorithm is quite amazing for that, because it's just giving you things checking to see if you will resonate, checking to see if you will click. And in life, are you identifying with that? Do you still want this thing in your life? I'm proposing this thing. Universe says, hey, do you want this? And you can just say, oh no, I don't want it. If you say, oh no, I don't want it, the universe doesn't understand no. It just understands, oh, I'm taking this thing, I'm giving it attention. So you are taking it with you, and so the vibration will keep it's the same if you click on I've noticed that, and I think it's a great metaphor. When you click on an ad on YouTube that you don't like, for so many ads I've just clicked on the button to hide this ad because I see it too often. And as a result, instead of not seeing this ad anymore, I get it even more for a few days or a week after that. And I find that quite annoying. But it's the same thing for your life. What you notice doesn't matter if you like it or not. What you notice, what you put energy into. Because when I hide my ads that I don't like, I put energy saying, I don't like this ad, I don't want to see it, it annoys me, but then it occupies my mental space, it's in there, and then it's in my vibration. And then I put energy by saying why I don't like this ad and I don't want this, I click, I give it attention. And what I've noticed is that the true freedom lies in just not tuning into what you don't want to see. What you don't want to see in your life, what you don't want to see repeat, you just don't feed it anything. You don't even look at it. You ignore it. And I know it's a bold statement because there are so many people who can say like, oh my god, but I cannot be in denial. It's happening right now. It's happening right here. Of course, you're giving it attention. Everything is happening all the time. You just don't have to. Your noticing of it is not going to change. Actually, if you notice it, you encourage it. So what I would say is take your energy off it. Take your attention off the problem and give your attention to the solution. That's a phrase that's helped me a lot, is stop wanting and start having. I have it written on in my room, like these little papers. These are affirmations, but I have some in my bedroom too. And I put this one in big, and it changed my life. Like, this is when I first started making YouTube videos and starting to change so many different things in my personal life. Because I shifted from this vibration of wanting and being always noticing that I want things, always noticing that means I'm missing something, that means there is a lack of something. So I started having instead, and what I've noticed is so much. I embody myself so much more, and I feel so much love. I feel so connected to the universe because I always have what I need. I always feel the love. I have a sense of confidence. I have the energy. I have the creativity. I have the ideas. I have everything I need because of this affirmation. I stopped wanting and being in this position. It's also a matter of embodying the person, the frequency that you want to live, actually. Because if you keep, for example, I'm using always this example of making YouTube videos because it's the easiest for me, but when you say to yourself, making YouTube videos it's hard, it's very far away from me, it doesn't really coincide with who I am right now. Well, of course it doesn't, but you have this desire. That means you have the capacity to transform and to attain this other version of yourself. You can transform your identity, you can transform who you are at any moment, just by choosing what frequency you're tuned into. When I started making YouTube videos, I just started to tune into the frequency of a YouTuber, of someone who makes YouTube videos. That's just me. I am someone who makes videos on YouTube. And I'm getting views and likes and subscribers. That's the frequency I am tuned into. So try to see where your desire is and what frequency you are in now. Try to bridge the gap by understanding how you would feel if this was normal for you. And try to understand and the signs that you see around you as a message from the universe, like saying, which story do you want to hear? What song do you want to hear? I'm presenting all the songs to you. Now you choose. What are you going to choose? Are you going to listen to the song of success or the song of failure? The song of being poor or the song of being wealthy? The song of being single or the song of being in love? There are so many songs to choose from, and you get to choose. You get to realize your desire right now. You can change your frequency right now. Just, of course, if you're depressed, you cannot attain the frequency of love in an instant. It's going to take some time. There is this analogy that if a train is going 2,000 kilometers an hour in one direction, like depression, you cannot go the other way around just directly. Of course, you have to slow down and get it to be neutral. And that's why I'm putting the emotional scale here. You have to get it to be neutral, then you can go back up. And you have to allow, when you allow your emotions, that's when you allow the momentum to flow naturally. And so don't be hard on yourself. Just accept where you are. Try to see where you want to go and go slowly, one step at a time, one little emotion at a time, one breath at a time. And you will soon see that the more you do this, the higher you will vibrate and the more great things are going to appear in your life. But the thing is, you're not creating these things. They already exist. In the material world and in the potential world, they exist. So you're just bringing them to you by noticing them, by giving them energy. That's the same for the positive and the negative. So I think that's it for today. I hope you got something from this video. And like the video and comment one thing you're grateful for today during the holidays. And I'll see you later. Bye!